Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and I'm off on another quick little adventure. Spotted a really neat auction in Illinois, south of Chicago. I have some friends, obviously, at the Eastwood company. They have a store in the Alsip area. I gave Trevor, the store manager, a call and said, hey, you want to hit up an auction and check out some stuff? And he said, yeah. I looked up a plane ticket. It was really cheap. And I'm doing a quick little weekend trip to Illinois to see what we could find. All I know there's a Zephyr, a 36 Roadster, and a bunch of neat parts. I gotta check it out. So I'm gonna hop on a plane, and here in 24 hours, I should be bidding on some stuff and see what we find. So let's get started. All right, so I finally landed in Chicago, and my first stop, whatever, I'm in the Chicago area, is to the Eastwood store that's here in Alsip on South Cicero Avenue. This is actually, sorry to the Pottstown store, but this is actually my favorite store. They just have a killer shop set up in here, and they always got a lot of really neat projects going on. I wanted to show you guys this. I stopped in. I have a little bit of time before we hit the auction tomorrow that I could stop in and see these guys for a few minutes. It's always neat to talk with them. Pretty much everybody that works here is extremely passionate about old cars, and I end up talking for hours with these guys because we're all into the same stuff, neat old stuff. So they got lots of perfectly shitty projects laying around, so I feel right at home. So I'm going to show you guys some of the neat stuff that they have before we jump in the car tomorrow morning to hit the auction. I thought it'd be cool to show you guys the store. If you're anywhere close to the Alsip area or the greater Chicago area, definitely stop in and see these guys. Trevor and his crew are very into old cars, and you will definitely enjoy it because they got all the tools and everything else here. So I'm gonna walk around and show you guys what their store's like and all the neat projects they got going. Enjoy. Alright, so one of the coolest things here when you're driving by this store is that they have a whole bunch of old cars in the back, a lot of 50s stuff here. They have a little bit extra room in the back of the shop, so there's some customers, some friends, and employee vehicles that are around here. So there's a ton of really neat 50s cars that are floating around, and it's a great idea because you get a lot of people that will stop in that maybe don't realize the store's here, and a lot of this stuff they're do seminars and they're working on and different things like that. So right now they got the Pontiac in there, and they got a Bel Air that's been sitting here for a little while. This is a C10 that runs and drives that they have done a bunch of work on, and as a driver got this 59 Biscayne, which is a 4-door, but still super cool. And you don't see the 59s around much. So this is really cool. And then I believe this is another 59. The Santa Express. But just super cool to see this stuff sitting around. I think it's really gives it that kind of old hot rod shop feel. That it's like an old speed shop. But they have nice stuff too. So Gary that works here does a lot of the work on the cars and stuff. And he's got a bunch of really nice... You're kind of into Chevys, huh? Just a little bit. GM products. Which one's this? Is this your...
This is 64.
Okay.
Step side.
This is one you did?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, this is the one that I did on my brother-in-law's...
on the loading dock, you said?
The loading dock.
Wow. Yeah, the paint looks nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is this one you drive pretty often?
Just nice weather stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looks good.
It get wet. I just don't want to clean it.
Right. Yeah, I hear that. And then what you got? One you just put in the... Oh, what's the black one over there?
That's the 62.
Okay. And that's
a C10 also.
okay.
That's it out of one of our customers' backyard. He down 115th, there's a couple of cemeteries down there, and he lives in one of the cemetery houses.
Really?
Because they used to, you know, the keeper used to live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he bought one of them, and he was in here, and he says, he goes, Gary, I gotta get rid of that freaking truck. The wife wants a bigger garden, and I gotta get, this is in the way, you know.
So you bought the truck and fixed it up.
$400.
What? $400?
Yeah.
Did it have an engine in it?
It did.
Wow.
It needed
everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was a dark blue, and it was, the fenders were totally gone.
Okay.
Had to fix the doors and the rockers, just like this one. The hood I found at Jefferson.
Okay.
You got $85 for that.
So you don't got very much in this one.
No.
So this one can get wet, right? This.
Yeah. I drive in the winter. Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is the back area where you get some of the outdoor project work goes.
Here's the hood that we got in that 62.
Oh.
You can see it needed a little bit.
Oh wow.
This piece here is the floor for the 65.
Yeah, they got a 65 in there. That's like a C20 or something. But so they were telling me the story before, and I had to kind of hear this again. So this is a 55.
It's a 55.
Two-door hardtop, right?
Two-door hardtop.
Very cool.
And it was it belonged to my neighbor's sister, who I went and looked at it a couple of years ago in her backyard, and I just told her it's just way too much for me at the time. And about 6 months ago, she called up and she said, Gary, that Bel Air that's in the backyard, if you can get it out of the backyard, you can have it. So we packed up the trailer and a winch. And
that was it.
6 guys, and went over there with shovels and dug it
out. Oh, you
out.
actually had to dig it out?
We had to dig it, yeah.
Wow. I mean, surprisingly, the top half of the car isn't horrible, just the rain gutters.
Yeah.
But the the rear quarters and stuff like that, they're not, it's...
Well, these things, the way they're put together, like the inner fender well is just a rubber gasket, kind of like the front fenders of the Chevy trucks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It just has that rubber gasket there to keep it away from the jam.
Right. So
that's why they do this,
So it always rots in there.
This was literally just filled in with Bondo. You can see how thick it is here. This was just filled in. So yeah, it's just
floppy and needs some work.
Yeah.
But it's cool that it's a hardtop, though. That's kind of neat. But they drug this thing out of the mud. They said it was sitting up to the up almost to the frame, but not quite. The old owner had put some stumps underneath of the frame to keep it from sinking, but they had to literally dig this thing out of the dirt. And it was only a couple miles here from the store, right down the road, that they saved this thing. So they're getting stuff that's you know, right in this area, people say there's not old cars in the Rust Belt. There's still stuff laying around. You just gotta work a little harder.
Small collectible signs and stuff right here. The parts are mostly back here with the mill and lathe. Still looking in the car. And then there's some odd stuff over this other room. Coffee heads on it.
It's gonna
Get those up.
Yeah, that would be gone. There's a Lincoln wheel right there. Cut down banjo. Ah. Decent car.
Is life out of this?
Nah, it's fine. People understand. Bunch of parts with it. Oh yeah, it's scraped up there. Yeah, it's 36 hood there. Looks like 36 hood tops. 36. Okay.
Any cool?
Now, this is going to be sold without a title, but I do have a bill of sale for you and a death certificate. Don't call me. Don't do anything but buy it and like it. Okay? All right. Is this a Lincoln Zephyr?
Continental.
Lincoln Continental, 1941. Everybody says you can put question mark just in case. 1941. We're here tomorrow from 10 to 4 and Monday 10 to 4 for sure. After that, it's hard to get a hold of us. We have a sale Thursday. I'm not going to explain, but that's just the way it is. All right. What would you give on this one? 10, 10,000, 5. Somebody kick it off. 1,000, now 2. 2,000, I'm going to give 2, 2, I'm going to give 2, now 3, 3, I'm going to give 3, now 4, 4, I'm going to give 4,000, now 5, 5, now 6. 6, I'm going to give 6, 6, I'm going to give 6, 7, I'm going to give 6. Oh yeah, 5, 6, now 7. 7th, I'm going to give 6,500. 65, now 7. 7th, I'm going to give 7. 7th, I'm going to give 7. 4, I'm going to give 7. 7, 7, I'm going to give 7. 250. Now 5. 5. Sold it right there. What was it? 6,250. 1940 Lincoln Zephyr with no motor, but with title. You have a title to this, but no motor. selling it to the last bidder. All right, I'm gonna get on this star here, we do 20, that'll do 10. 10,000, 10,000, now 15. 15, we do 12 and a half. 12 and a half, now 15, now 17 and a half, now 20, now 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 5, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, we get 27 and a half. I got 25, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, we get 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 26, 26,000, all in, all done. Sold at 25,550. We're selling it right now, 36 Ford Coupe with Berlinville seat, no title.
We do have a bill of
We have
sale
a bill of sale.
that the attorney drew up for these cars.
All right, everybody knows the terms. I got 17, 20, 5, 25, 25, hurry up, 25, 30, 30, 28, 29, 30, 1, 31, 32, 33, 33, 33, way back there, 34, 35, 36. Anybody at 36? I have 35 measly, stinking, rotten, filthy dollars, and I want 36. 36. All in, all done. Sold it 35. 550 is the buyer. Let's give this man a hand.
All right, so auction's basically over. I made the decision, my typical MO, to buy a scrap pile. Trevor's finding lots of good stuff in here. Yeah, I bought this whole scrap pile for $60, and we're gonna dig through it and see what we found. Basically, the reason I knew it was worth $60 was right here, there's some Hemi heads. So I'm after kind of like, I think there's a Lincoln Zephyr trans back in there. So we're gonna go through all this and see what we found and whether it was a good decision or a bad decision, but I think I did all right. Even just the stuff, oh, look at that. That's super cool. Oh, you're already finding some goodies.
There's a Zenith carburetor, and there's
Some hedge trimmers.
hedge trimmers, because you gotta have those.
Yeah. So we're gonna dig through all this, see what we find, and make some piles. We will not. That's cool. Corvair box, it's all taken apart. Oh well. Oh yeah, an old horn of some kind. You hope down in the bottom there's some treasures. Ah, here we go. What's in here? This is a seal. Do you need an ashtray with a Buick Model T 1905 on it? I do not.
Are you the lucky winner of this pile?
Yes, sir. I thought I was buying gold and I got junk. No, there's some treasure hiding in here.
Yeah, it was cheap enough. So
I bought it. I saw the set of Hemi heads in there. I knew for $60, set of Hemi heads is worth a lot more than that. So cool little. I don't know what that is. A cross member or something. Cool little e-brake. Pile. Trying to be picky here. Oh, look at this crazy thing.
Yeah, it's
like
odd, isn't it? Found the mousetrap. That's the best mousetrap too.
Oh, it is the best mousetrap. What is this? What is this? This looks awesome. Ooh. Yes. This is a chassis research. Oh, that's killer. It's a chassis research rear flathead adapter to put on another transmission. I had one of these on an early Chevy Trans. They made these. That's killer.
We'll put that in the barrel. What's this?
Yeah, well, I'll just make a pile over here. That's trim for something, but I can't picture it. I don't know it off the top of my head. We'll put it in the maybe. Oh yeah, I have one of them on my lathe. They work. Oh, here we go. Stromberg 97 body.
Nice.
That's
on the Zenith there too.
Oh, okay. This is like a Packard steering box. We're gonna get out of the way.
Grease gun.
Grease gun. That's. If I was closer to home, maybe. Some shifter set up. So through that. Oh, that's a front. That's for a gauge. Let's keep that aside.
Yeah, maybe on that one gauge.
Yeah, I think I did see that. I'll put that up there.
They got over here.
You guys got a gold mine there.
Yeah, there's some good stuff hiding in here, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
It'll take you a year to find it all, but
Oh no, we'll be out of here shortly. I don't mess around. I don't know what that is.
Two of them.
What can I sell you?
I don't know. I'm just looking.
If you see something you want to buy, I'm happy to sell it. I can't take it all home, but you can take some. I'd like to sell it to somebody that's going to take it to the scrap and they can make a profit.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, for the. Oh yeah. It could be yours. Oh, this is water distribution pipe off something early. It's cool.
What'd you get for the whole pile?
$60. Did I do okay?
Well, we said scrap went up to $90 a ton.
Did you put these in here already?
Yeah, that's all our pile of stuff.
Your stuff you keep?
Yeah, we're. Oh, there we go. Early Fords, 42 to 48 Ford spindle. That can go on the keep pile.
What are these?
They're for the torque tube on early Fords. That's like the ball and socket type thing.
There's several of those.
Yeah, here's another one. I got about 100 of them at home myself, but holy crap. Oh my God. I really don't need these, but we'll put them in the maybe pile. I have a lot of them, so I really shouldn't be taking them home. Never have enough.
Front cover for something.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, is that Hemi? That might be Hemi. I want to say it is. Yes, there's a set of headers. Any of you guys need those? I don't know what they're marked, but they're...
I don't know, they're not straight across. I'm not sure what they said.
I'm hoping this is Zephyr. And I'm almost positive it is. Does this have a crazy mount in the back? Yeah, I'm almost positive this is Zephyr. If this has got good gears, we hit a home run.
There's all sorts in here. I mean, I don't know how it's chewed out.
Yeah, it's a fresh shaft. This is mainly the cluster gears that are here some. I'll pull it out, I'm almost positive it is.
Definitely need that. Need your bit.
Whoa! Oh, we're most of the way through it. This is all the do not keep pile. Hemi heads are a keep. Yeah, those are rockers and a Hemi heads. That.
No idea.
I don't know either. What are these headers for?
Big block Chevy.
What's that?
Should be a big block Chevy.
Ah.
Yep.
I'm a flathead guy, so that's probably why I didn't know that.
No, you can always tell big block Chevy, you got 4 individual. On the small block, the 2 center be together.
Yeah, okay.
Easiest way to tell them.
So they're worth big money, right?
I don't know about big money, but
But you can't get rid of them.
you can get rid of them.
Yeah.
Can I get rid of them to you guys for cheap?
That's it. No, believe it or not, I got about 6 cents sitting in the garage.
I'm talking $5 cheap. Come on. Come on.
I don't have any big blocks laying around.
I gotta say, yeah, we're running all small blocks now. We run back small blocks.
All right, guys, so home from the auction. We didn't film the last part of the video of just like running home and putting all my parts down on a pallet, but everything went smoothly. I got home, I actually moved my flight up because I knew I wasn't gonna get the car then, and I was able to fly out a little earlier and get home to see Kate and Moon and the animals, which was really awesome, and Kate was happy. So I want to definitely thank Trevor from the Alsip Eastwood store. Every time I'm over there, they do a great job. Their store is awesome. If you guys are anywhere nearby, stop by. It's really cool to see all the old cars and all the stuff they got going, and they're a super knowledgeable bunch. So definitely want to give all those guys a shout out for helping me out every time I'm out there. The auction, kind of a review or overview of it is, same gentleman bought the 36 Roadster and the 40 Zephyr. Turns out he follows me on Instagram, might follow the channel. Really nice guy. We talked for a few minutes here and there, joked around a little bit, and I'm glad it's going to a younger guy, to a good home that's either going to fix it up, enjoy it, or maybe turn it over to somebody else. Doesn't matter either way. I was really heavily going to be going after that Zephyr, and before the auction for a few weeks, if you guys follow the Instagram, I was selling a bunch of speed equipment and stuff to kind of put together some extra funds, and a monkey wrench got thrown in my plans. This guy right here popped up 2 days before I was supposed to fly out, and I bought a freaking 3334 chopped 3-window old hot rod that, if you guys watch the live, know that's like one of my dreams. 32 to 34 3-window was one of my bucket list hot rods. So I made that purchase. I took a big chunk out of my Zephyr fund, and I was probably out. I brought some money with to try and buy the car. If it went like ridiculously cheap, it did not. It ended up going for like $27,500 or something like that. The 36 Roadster, I think he ended up paying, I thought on the high side, I want to say it was 32 or something like that, or over 30 grand. The car had no title, didn't run, but I want to say this car was bitchin'. It was awesome. Nice black paint, tuck and roll or pleated interior all over, chrome dash, dressed up flatty. If you wanted a 36 Roadster old customer hot rod, this was the one. I overheard some people talking. It may have had some local hot rod or custom history, so that obviously would drive the price up. And I'll say it a million times, these antique cars, and especially historic hot rods and customs, it's an emotional thing, and these cars are one-off, and if you love that exact car, really the average price of them is out the window. So I know always in our videos we get comments of that's too much, or he stole it, or blah blah blah. I wanted to say that that price might have been on the high end, but I think that car was really special, and I think he did just fine on it. And if it was a car like that that had local history for me, I might have done the same. So I did not get those cars, but I did get some parts. You guys saw I ran up some of the parts that I wanted, didn't win them. This is a good example of not every single one of these trips is fruitful. I got enough to fill a small pallet, and I'll probably make enough money to pay off the trip, and then also maybe pay off some stuff that I got. The one thing I'm definitely keeping for now at least is I got a Duval or Halleck style windshield that came off an Auburn Speedster, an original one that was not advertised in the auction listing. I had a bunch of guys bidding against me, but I was lucky enough to win it. I want to say I spent $500 or $600 on it, which I think is probably maybe less than half the value of it, because it is an old one, which is, you know, how many of those is there really around? So I'm going to try and use it on my Roadster, and if it works, great. I'll modify the cowl to fit. If not, I know that I wasn't in it for too much and I can pass it along. Got a bunch of other really good stuff. We bought that junk pile and I scored a few things out of that. Bought a shelf with a pile of Zephyr distributors that everybody kind of slept on. There was a single distributor went for like $150 earlier in the day. This shelf had a bunch of them, maybe 5 of them, and I got them for very cheap. Got a bunch of other stuff which is really cool, and it was just a really fun trip. So thank you guys for following along. Hopefully you guys enjoy these little adventures I do. I used to not film all these and I would just kind of do them privately, but it seems like people enjoy it, and I like giving you guys some of the background on what things are going for, what I'm paying, the rationale behind it, and hopefully it helps you guys when you're out hunting for stuff. Maybe you can do the same and it might help you score some really good deals. I'm going to be at Carlisle set up. Space IL32. That's going to be our neighborhood. I may have some parts from this auction that I'm passing along and some of our other adventures you saw for sale. T-shirts, all that stuff. I'll be there Tuesday to Friday. If you're around or you see me wandering, say hello, give a high five. Tell me what you think of the channel and what you're working on. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hopefully I can see you at Carlisle. It's going to be a good one. Thanks guys for watching. Catch you later.